Okay. Hopefully, you guys will be able to hear me. Every time I do this window setup, I don't know if it's like able to pick up the sound that well, but we're gonna attempt this one more time. Excuse my laptop. I'm just trying to set everything up. But I have been trying to do this video. I don't even know for how long now. I've been thinking about doing this video. Touching on basically all my health issues, and the main two in particular, which is my PTSD, well, main three, my depression, my anxiety, and my PTSD. And today I actually had a doctor's appointment with the psychiatrist. So even though I knew I had depression, my doctors had diagnosed me with depression and bipolar, but she, like, officially, the psychiatrist officially diagnosed me with severe depression and PTSD. So that is what I'm dealing with. I've been dealing with it for years, since I was 12, off and on. And just feeling the feel, or just feeling like, you don't fit in. I always knew that I was just different from, everybody that was around me, my friends, my family. I always knew that I was just different, and not different in the sense of, oh, well, that I didn't fit in, but just different in the sense of I just handled things differently, and certain things are more sensitive to me than the next person. I just would take things, differently than the average person. And it was just, I've been, like, working on this video for, I don't even know how long now. Like, I've been trying to do this, and I'm actually, starting an online diary. So, I'll be doing that today. First entry about my depression and what it's like living with it. For me anyway, my experiences. I know everybody's experiences are different, but this is my journey, and this is the things that I go through. So I'm just gonna, like, talk about that on here, and have more of an outlet. And I don't know, just sitting here, like, trying to put it into words, like, I don't even know how to, like, speak upon it. It's difficult. I just feel drained. Like, I feel like I'm drowning in. The more I try to come up for air, the more stuff is just piling on top of me. And it's crazy because I don't even know what is bringing it out this time. I don't know why I'm having my spells this time. And sometimes it happens where I know, oh, well, today I'm stressed, or today was this happened and it triggered this. But the last few days, I haven't been knowing what's been triggering. I'm so tired. I can't even talk. I haven't slept in probably about a month. I haven't, like, got decent sleep. So everything is, like, catching up to me. My body is, like, even more tired and just drained, and you never feel like you catch up on sleep anyway. So I definitely don't feel that I've been getting enough sleep. My doctor gave me something for my sleep, so I'll be getting that tomorrow. So hopefully that works. But I just I feel like I'm rambling because I don't even know, like, it's like I'm still in denial. So I feel like getting to it is it's real. I mean, I already know it's real, but it feels like, okay, if I talk about this and I put this out there, that's it. Like, there's no coming back from that. But I'm just gonna take a leap of faith, and I'm just going to talk about it. So, with my depression, more so lately than ever, because of the lack of sleep, like I said, I'm just drained. I'm just exhausted. Like, breathing takes so much work. And if you notice, I'm just like, because it's like, I have to keep reminding myself to breathe. Um, and I feel like if I just breathe and I just let it out, like, I'm just gonna fall apart. Like, I'm just gonna cry. I'm just gonna break down. I'm just gonna have this mental breakdown. And I feel it coming. Always felt it coming. And it's like I never knew, or I never know when that day is the day. But you fill a bottle up with something, or you shake a bottle or whatever, and of course, it's gonna explode. You just, you keep trying, you keep opening it up just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Sometimes you might not get the explosion, but if you keep doing it enough, you will, and that's what's happening with me. I keep stuffing stuff down and ignoring it and acting stronger than I feel, and it's like, I want to cry. I wanna break down. I wanna feel these emotions so that I can move on, and get better and take the steps to get better. But for some reason, it's like there's some kind of shield that just won't allow me to go that deep. And it almost makes me feel like I'm a heartless person sometimes, because I don't allow myself to feel. I've been hurt so many times that I'm just like, I don't want to feel these things anymore. So I just turn off that part of me that feels. So I just keep going on and on and on and on. And now I'm to the point where I can't anymore. I'm at a standstill. And I don't know, I feel defeated. Like, I don't know if that's like the best word to use, but I just feel defeated. I do. I feel like, what's the point? So, and I don't know if it's a lot of things. It's a mixture, because, for those that know me, my birthday's coming. And they know, like, my birthday is like the biggest, it's important. I mean, it's important to everybody, but like, I usually make a big deal about it. And this year I just haven't done that. And a lot of my friends, you haven't been planning, what's going on, I need to know what you're doing. And truth is, I'm just not feeling it this year. I'm just not wanting to embrace another year of me just doing nothing, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to still be here. I am. But at the same time, I'm not in the place that I thought I was going to be. So it's like, what am I really celebrating? And that's been getting to me. And I think I was being funny, like, by saying I am having an early midlife crisis, but I really feel like this is what this is. Like, I'm just not happy with where my life is, and I know it's like, who am I to be like where my life should be? But I just pictured my life a lot different than where it is and what it is, and the type of career that I wanted to have, or even I thought I would have been on the path to settling down. It's just a lot that I'm just feeling, and I don't know what it is. When for guys it's 30, for women it's 25, and I just feel like something needs to change. And so of course I have to start with me first. I have to be willing to make the change, and it's hard to do when sometimes you don't even want to get up, and you don't even want to acknowledge your life. So it's like I'm complaining about the fact that my life isn't where it's supposed to be, but like, what am I doing? What am I doing to, change it? I started this channel as an outlet, for these times, and it was supposed to be in my writing, and I haven't been, I write, but I'm not writing serious. I'm not writing how I know I should be writing. I write words, but what are they really saying? So it's like, what is the meaning behind what I'm even talking about? I'm just constantly in my head, and I don't know any other way. I am my biggest critic. I like to pretty much judge and bring myself down before I give another person the opportunity to ever do it to me again. So I've developed that mechanism of just tearing myself down and, allowing myself to be in my way instead of doing what I know is right. And I guess because, I don't like pity. Let's start there. So I'm not the person that's, asking for it, or I try not to do it to myself. So because I know that, I don't allow myself to feel weak. I don't like feeling weak. And I know it sounds so crazy to say out loud, or it sounds horrible, but I don't like looking and feeling weak. I have a pride issue. And these things I know, because we're human. We're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna not be where we're supposed to be. It happens. You fall, you get up, you grow. Yeah, these things, I know these things. But because of everything I've gone through, I had to save face. I had to be somebody with everybody. I created different personas with everybody, including myself. So the person that I am with another person is the person I think I really am. If that makes sense. I don't even know, like, but I just can't do it anymore. I can't pretend to be stronger than I feel anymore. And I don't know, I guess this is just my way of letting myself know that it is okay to look and feel weak. It's okay to cry and to cry and to cry until, you get it all the way out. And not, just cry for a quick second and, okay, I feel better. No, I mean one of those, I haven't had one of those cries, those really, really, really ugly cries where you're just, face just disfigured everything, you can't breathe, one of those cries. It's been way too long since I had one of those, because I just don't want to I feel like if I do it, I'll never stop. But I can't keep letting it build up like this either. So it's like one or two options. Keep feeling trapped or just look weak for the time being. And I don't know, like, it's a scary process because yeah, they diagnosed me with severe depression today. And I'm borderline schizophrenic. So just meaning, I forgot how they worded it, but it's like you're schizophrenic but without all the manic episodes. Like you don't really have, like, I guess as she called it, abnormal happy. Like that's pretty much like the last straw for me, I guess, is that abnormally happy. And there was one other thing that my doctor actually told me, but I forgot. But I'm not there. I just have like the surface issues, meaning the mood swings, hearing, seeing voices, hallucinations, all that, and the multiple. I'm borderline schizophrenic with mood swings and multiple personality disorder. Yeah. So I have to deal with all that, and nobody's like really seen or heard me really talk about it because I never wanted to claim it. I never wanted to own it. I never wanted it to be even associated with me. And I'm not, saying it in like, oh, in a way of I think I'm better. It's just one other thing to weigh me down and to be another obstacle that I have to face. So I didn't want to live with it because it's just another thought too of this is what somebody did to me. Somebody caused this on me. And they're living, scot-free without a care in the world. And this is what I'm left behind. These are my scars that I have to deal with. And that, my future partner has to be able to handle. My family and my friends have to be able to handle. And it's just like, how can I expect that out of somebody when I can't even do it? I don't even know how to accept it. So it's like, how do you begin to tell somebody else how to accept you when you have it yourself? So I do feel like a lot of my relationships, just not even like, romantic relationships or whatever, but just relationships in general just don't work because I don't know how to be the person someone else needs me to be. I don't know what that is. I don't know how to love authentically. And it's not that I'm trying to love with conditions, because that's not who I am. And I know you can't love with conditions, but because of everything that I've gone through, that's basically what's happening. Is that I'm loving with restrictions. I'm giving myself with restrictions. I'm this person to an extent, even though I think I'm trying to be as real as possible. And this is real, this is raw, I'm not editing this, This is why it's taking so much time for me to just do this video, because it's hard for me to allow someone to see me in this form, because I don't want to be judged, and it's like, who am I to say that when I know it's gonna happen, so I can't have control, and that's where it scares me, because I didn't have control for so long. So when I feel like a person is gonna judge me, I just shut down. And it's getting worse. And instead of getting better, I'm like backtracking to years ago, and I know I've come farther than that. I used to cut. I know I've come a lot further than where I'm at right now. So for me to regress back to those days, I know I need to get help. And this is me doing this. This is me taking the steps that I need to have a better outlet and to finally say enough is enough. I can't do it anymore. A couple nights ago, I don't know what they're exactly called, but I called them spells, because basically it's just you're under a trance, you don't know what's happening, and in the video that I recorded before, or the night after it happened, I said you couldn't really understand what I was talking about, or I don't even know if you could hear me well, but I still might just post that just so that you could see what happens when I'm coming from a spell and when I'm still going through one. They happen so quickly, so I can't really be like, oh, I'll record them as they happen. I mean, I pretty much know, like, they happen at the same time every night. But for me, I don't know if I want to put that out there just yet, exactly what happens and how I look, because I don't even know. I was thinking just to do it, just to see for myself how it looks and what happens and what I'm doing, but I don't even know if I want to see that. But basically, a couple nights ago, I was hanging out with one of my best friends. She went home. I was making something to eat. Or no, I was, my whole night schedule was, I was gonna eat, or I was gonna shower, eat, watch a movie, just, have a relaxed night. That was, my plan. I wasn't really stressing out about anything. I wasn't really thinking about anything. And I don't know what it is about the hallway in my house, but this hallway sucks the life out of me. I don't know why. But it's only at night. It's only at nighttime that I go through this, and I wouldn't say I'm afraid of the dark, but I don't like the dark. And if I'm in the dark and I'm by myself, like, I just start creating scenarios of things that could happen to me in the dark while I'm in my room or wherever I'm at in the dark. If I'm with other people, I'm fine. I'm not too much. Sorry, I keep hitting my lap. I'm not too much like thinking about it if I'm with other people, but if I'm by myself and this is happening, I just freak out. Like, I freak out. So, I was walking, and usually I leave my door open just because I can't really see at night. Anyways, I need glasses. I need to, get my eyes checked and stuff. So usually I try to have like my door open, or I try to use the hallway light, But I didn't feel like I needed to, I didn't feel, I was just like, hey, whatever, it's the normal night. I'm just gonna go in there and make something to eat, bring it back in my room, shower, and then, watch a movie and eat. That was my whole plan. I didn't think of anything else. I didn't think I needed the light. I didn't think it was that dark. I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna go and come back and get the night over with and hopefully go to sleep soon. But I walked out of my room, and I was feeling fine. I didn't realize that my door had closed, but I was feeling fine. And then all of a sudden, I just start feeling an anxiety attack. I just start feeling like the life was being sucked out of me. And I just kept breathing really fast, but then when I would take a deep breath in, it wouldn't come out. And I just froze. And I just was like, okay. And normally when that happens, I just tell myself, like, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real. Just put your head down or just look straight ahead. Don't look around you. Don't give in to it, basically. And then there's those nights where I can't help but give into it because it's so overwhelming. It's so consuming. It's just, you can't help but notice it. And that was one of those nights where it was just black. And I felt like my hallway went on forever. Like, I made it to the kitchen. I was fine when I got to the kitchen. But then when I tried to come back, it was just like something forcing me not to make it into my room. I can't explain it. I don't know, like, if anybody's ever gone through it, they know what I'm talking about. But like I said, I just call it a spell because it's just like you don't know. No, you're not in control of anything. And it happens, it happens a lot, but it doesn't happen like for that long. And this time it happened. This is the first time it's gone on for like 10 minutes straight of me just trying to calm myself down, and my hands are just like shaking. I mean, I already shake from my seizures and all the nerve damage I have, but this was just that different. Like, I seen a ghost. I something traumatic happened, and I don't know what it is about this hallway that just breaks me down. It just makes me just digress, like, all the way back to like kid days. So normally, like, it can happen at a drop of a hat. Basically, I'll just go into this mode and shadows would just come over me, and I'll just feel, like I said, like I'm just drowning in, like, there's books and bricks and rocks and stuff just literally just being thrown literally on top of me only. And every time I try to get out, just more keep falling. And that's how I was feeling that night. And I go into the stage where I get paralyzed and I can't move, I can't speak. I'm just frozen in fear. And then I just hear voices. I just creepy voices. Some aren't, some are, but in those times it's just those. And then you try to find yours and you try to bring the noise down, but you can't. Like, you really can't. The more I sit here and think about it, the more I realize, like you can't. You try to explain it to other people, and nobody really understands this, and I don't even understand it. It's terrifying. It's the most terrifying experience that I've, like, just like talking about it. It's like this sense of, like, you shouldn't be talking about it because something's gonna happen, and I never know what's gonna happen. when I go through these things, like I never know if I'm just gonna take my life. I never know, because like it's so powerful and it's scary. And at one point it used to cause me to sleepwalk. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't done that in the last few months, actually, sleepwalk from it. But I used to. I used to act out what was happening, and I suffer from really bad night terrors. Like night terrors that I don't even know how to put into words, to be honest. But I sleep with lights, around my wall. And at one, it caused me to like not sleep for weeks straight, because I was just so scared of closing my eyes to see stuff again. So and that's another issue, my sleep. But my doctor gave me something, so I'm hoping that helps. I never wanted to really get dependent on sleep aids, but at this point, I'm just willing to try, anything once to see what's gonna happen. And then they put me on a depression medication for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. Um, I didn't want the video to be that long, but yeah, because it's just an outlet. I just really need to start acknowledging it and putting it out there, even on my worst days. But then it's like I didn't want to just be like this, but like I've stated before, this is my outlet, and I am using it to help me get better. But I have to do more, and there's days where I just don't want to get out of bed, and there's days where I don't want to be home. I'm just going. So it's like no balance. There's no balance. I sleep all day. I leave. Then I don't eat. Then I eat everything. There's no happy medium. And I don't know if there ever really is with depression. You just try to get it under control. And then I said, with the fact that I'm gonna be 25 in less than a month. I'm just constantly having that fear of feeling like I'm just not good enough, and I'm not worth it, and nobody's gonna stick around to take the time to want to get to know me for who I am and see past this, if I can't even see past it. And